Now I'll call on Sri Gavin William, Honorable MLA of Sohra, to participate in the debate on Governor's address.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. I too rise to support the motion of thanks to the Governor's address. At the outset, we are very happy to be informed that our state has achieved the second fastest growing state in terms of real GSDP in the financial year 2024-25. And this is really a commendable achievement on the part of our state, Meghalaya. And I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate the MDA government under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister for driving the state in the right direction. And I'm very, very confident that the path which the government has taken will ensure that as a state, we prosper to greater heights in the days to come. So we could see from the Governor's address that the government's main focus is to strengthen and improve the key sectors which shall ensure holistic development for our state, Meghalaya. Sir, due to the time regulation by your chair, I would touch just a few points, sir, with regard to the different departments under the government. We could see, sir, from the Governor's address that the government is currently implementing multiple externally aided projects. And we are also very happy to be informed by the Honorable Leader of the House the other day that amongst small states, we have received the highest funding from the AAPs, and we could really see the immense transformation that is happening across the state as we speak through the externally aided projects. I would also like to place on record my sincere thanks to both the central and state government for the 234 crore integrated Sohra circuit development project under the PM Divine scheme. And I'm very, very confident that once completed, this will not only promote Sohra on the world tourism map, but will also boost the economy of our area and will also help in creating employment avenues for our local people, which shall ensure an inclusive and sustainable growth for the area. So under the CM Connect program, this particular program, which has been the initiative by our Honorable Chief Minister, is a program which has been very, very effective and deeply appreciated by many. And our block, the Khuborjylla Laikraw block, got the opportunity to host this particular program last year in the month of June, where people had the opportunity to directly engage with the Honorable Head of the State and also with senior officials, where they were able to voice their concerns. And the best part of this program, sir, is that we could see that most of the concerns, if not all, were materialized within a few months of after this program. And we could also see that some other concerns are also in the pipeline for materialization. So coming to the education sector, this particular sector has always been a great challenge to any government. And we could see that the MDA government for the past 7 years had been trying to find out ways and means to streamline this particular sector with the main aim to improve the standards of education in our state, Meghalaya. We could also see that the budget of this particular sector has increased from 2,045 crores in 2018 to 3,654 crores in 2025, which is 1.8 times jump from the budget if we compare to the last 7 years. And this clearly indicates the importance being shown by the government towards this particular sector. I would also like to appreciate the Education Department for the introduction of the structured pay framework for fixed pay teachers. This particular decision is really a very, very tough decision and has been a very long exercise by the entire Education Department. And I would like to appreciate the entire Education Department under the leadership of our Honorable Education Minister for taking this tough decision. And I'm very confident that this decision will boost the morale of our teachers, which will ultimately have a positive impact on the performance of the education sector in the coming days. So coming to the Public Works Department, this particular sector has also been highly prioritized by this current MDA government. And we could see that in this past 7 years, we could see that there has been a 23% increase in the total road length, bringing the total road length under the state jurisdiction to around 13,000 kilometers across the state. All the honorable members have clearly stated the immense transformation that we have seen across the state with regard to this particular sector, and we would like to appreciate the entire PWD department under the leadership of our Honorable Deputy CM for taking such a drastic shift with regard to the road performance across the state. Of course, as an honorable member of the Sohra constituency, I, on behalf of Sohra constituency, too, would place my sincere thanks to the MDA government for before 2018, we had around 42 roads unconnected across the constituency. And in this past 7 years, we had the opportunity to connect 12 roads out of 12 villages out of the 42 unconnected villages. However, I would like to continue to urge the government to kindly connect some more habitations in the coming days. But I'm very, very confident that the pace which the MDA government is currently functioning will be able to connect a few more habitations in the days to come. So coming to the PHE sector, we could see that this particular sector has really transformed the lives of our people, and there has been a tremendous progress in providing the functional household tap connections from just 4,550 households in the year 2019 to 5.42 lakh households in the year 2025, which is a 119-fold increase. And this clearly shows the sincere effort of all involved under the leadership of our Honorable PHE Minister. However, I would like to urge the government to also kindly look into the delay of payment towards the GGM contractors, and we've seen the grievances being aired from time to time by the contractors. I would like to request the government to kindly look into this particular problem. And as a representative of Sohra constituency, I would also like to request the government to bring to the notice of the government, through you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, with regard to the Swear Water Combined Water Supply Scheme, to kindly consider for sanction with regard to the remaining components of work to ensure timely completion of this particular project, which shall provide water to around 8 habitations, having a population of around 6,000 people. So coming to the CNRD department, we could see that the Manrega scheme, which has really contributed towards the infrastructure development in rural areas and has also uplifted the livelihood of our rural populace. Yes, the scheme has been renamed, and the number of the working days has also been increased from 100 to 125 days. I would also like to urge the government to kindly look into the payment with regard to the vendors to ensure that the performance of this particular scheme is not affected in the coming years. So due to paucity of time, I would not like to dwell upon many issues, but according to what the previous honourable members have stated in the August House to their speeches, we could see that an all-round development in all the critical sectors of the state has taken place, and I'm very, very sure that the MDA government, under the leadership of our Honourable Chief Minister, will be able to perform and prosper to greater heights in the days to come. So these few summations, sir, I resume my seat. Thank you, sir.